And getting you the big breaking news update on this is exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, he became the fluke head of Bangladesh through a coup that was engineered. And the fluke head of Bangladesh, Muhammad Yunus, is on his way out, in all likelihood, expecting a reverse coup. A reverse coup in the making in Bangladesh. Getting in news from highly placed sources that Muhammad Yunus's aides in Bangladesh, his ministers have begun booking business class tickets with their families, extra luggage booked on these flights, getting ready to flee to Sweden. My colleague Mayuk joining us with details as we break the story from Republic Bangla. Mayuk, has Yunus booked his ticket yet?
Well, Niranjan, not yet, and we are getting information from the office of Yunus only, highly placed sources inside Yunus' office. They are sensing some major reshuffle in Yunus' office, and a hectic parley is going on. What we are getting in from our sources today is a working day in Bangladesh. Saturday and Sunday is a working day, and Friday is a holiday in Bangladesh. Hectic parleys going on in Bangladesh. Top officers and specifically with the chief advisor's office. We have come to know from our sources that business class tickets have been booked by very VVIP, very influential persons in Muhammad Yunus government and those who are in the helm of power. And this specific tickets are being booked from Dhaka to European countries. And most importantly, what you said is a reverse coup. Yunus is sensing a reverse coup. General Walker right now is at the helm of power in Bangladesh army. But there can be a reverse coup, and that led by the army can be dangerous for Muhammad Yunus, and that's what he's sensing. Muhammad Yunus knows that he doesn't have the majority, he doesn't have the mandate, he doesn't even have the people's support. BNP, the major opposition party right now in Bangladesh, is against Muhammad Yunus right now. And most importantly, the advisors, the student advisors, they are also planning to leave the cabinet right now and start separate parties. What we are getting in from our sources, major student faces like Sarjis Imam, like Hasnat Abdullah and Asif, they are going to resign in some days or the other in very short time. And now what we are getting in is that Muhammad Yunus is in touch with his bosses in American deep state, and he may now travel again, and then he may settle in a European country, leave Bangladesh to its fate. Niranjan.
Thank you for that, Mayuk. I have a report as well. I want to play out that report. Run, Yunus, Run is going to be the name of this movie that lasted a little less than 6 months in Bangladesh. Sheikh Hasina, ousted, is currently in exile somewhere in the national capital region in the NCR, according to top place sources. And will she be booking her flights to Dhaka soon? Breaking news update from highly placed sources that Yunus could be on the way out. He could be on the way out, and he's the puppet of the deep state, confirmed a few days back with the visit of Alexander Soros, son of George Soros, to Dhaka. Perhaps that was the last time that the deep state had its rendezvous with Yunus, and it's all coming back to square one for him. Here's a report on what you can expect in the next few days.
Has the change of guard in Washington, D.C. made the interim Yunus regime in Dhaka jittery? A known lackey of the Democrats, is Yunus under fresh pressure? With the economy tanking and the GDP on a free fall, is the interim leader of Bangladesh fearing a fresh uprising? Republic has learned from a top source that Yunus is sensing a fresh people's uprising on the streets of Dhaka and across Bangladesh. Yunus is back in Dhaka currently after a trip abroad. Republic has exclusively learned that a raft of business class air tickets has been booked, fueling speculations that Yunus and his hardcore loyalists could be shifting abroad. According to top sources, the recent proactiveness in the country's armed forces has also raised fears of a fresh coup. Sources claim that Yunus is facing mounting public anger for running the economy to the ground. Significantly, The scoop follows a headline-grabbing meeting between Yunus and Alex Soros, the son of American billionaire George Soros and chairman of Open Society Foundation. The meeting gave rise to further speculation if Yunus was switching to a plan B after the Trump administration cut its funding support to Dhaka. A weakening economy and rising fanaticism in the country has spawned global concerns. India earlier called on the interim Yunus administration to do what's necessary to curb targeted attacks on Hindus and religious minorities in Bangladesh. As dissent grows and the economy slips further, Yunus may well have seen the writing on the wall.
Okay, I have with me someone from Sheikh Hasina's party joining us on the broadcast, Shafiul Alam Chowdhury. Shafiul Alam Chowdhury Nadel is the organizing secretary of the Bangladeshi Awami League. Shafiul, we're getting in these reports that there could be a reverse coup. Are you or your party aware of this, Shafiul?
Yes. Everybody know Mr. George Soros is very close to Biden government. He and his son, they involved illegally correspond to change many of government. They invest lots of money, billion money for change the democratic government in various countries. We think Mr. George Soros and Alex, they are involved with Mr. Yunus to change our Awami League government. We are very worried because they are not good people for Bangladesh. There are lots of bad records. In this time, Mr. Trump also know, and they investigate for everything.
No, but are you aware of this news that we are picking up? We at Republic TV, the Republic Media Network.
Yes.
No, we have confirmation. We have confirmation that some
Indian electronic print media
how many ministers in the Yunus government have booked their tickets to Europe? And where in Europe? We are hearing Sweden. What are you hearing? Where are they going?
We had more than 50 advisor and so-called student leaders. They book ticket and they get the US visa.
US visa?
US visa, yes.
But how will they get a US visa now? I mean, did they already have a US visa? Are you saying that they will get a US visa? Or they are attempting for a US visa?
No, they get the US visa.
They've already got it.
The US visa.
Oh, they've already got a US visa. And you're saying that they could be going to the US. But why would they do that? Isn't the Trump administration there?
They try to save exit.
Exit, okay.
But I think Mr. Trump or Trump government would not welcome them because they are involved various jongi activities in Bangladesh and others.
So does your party have any role to play in this? Does Sheikh Hasina's party have any role to play in this? Are you aware of any attempts even by the army? Because we're hearing that the army is also holding meetings back to back in Bangladesh.
Look, after 1971, our liberation war, the Bangladesh army will started their journey. We hopefully they did not against the Bangladeshi people or Bangladesh interests. I think they will play their good role because in this time, all our Bangladeshi people are very much annoyed Yunus government.
Yes. And my last question to you, Shafiul, where is Sheikh Hasina right now, and is she in touch with her entire party? Are you regrouping as a party? Have you held a meeting as a party, as a united party?
Yes, she is now in Delhi, and all my thanks for Indian people, Indian governments, and all Indian political party. they support our Prime Minister and our party president, Awami League President, Bangabandhu daughter, Sheikh Hasina. She is right now staying in Delhi. He joined all our party leaders and abroad in Bangladesh and in our country.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Shafiul. That's the big breaking story on Republic. Muhammad Yunus sensing a reverse coup in Bangladesh. Many of his aides have booked tickets already to Europe, parts of Europe. Some have booked their business class tickets to Sweden, some with their families in tow. Many more have ensured that there's space for extra luggage. We're hearing that on their business tickets, they've bought extra, baggage space so that they can leave bag and baggage. And these are puppets of the US deep state, which is now being dismantled by Trump. Biden's gone, deep state being dismantled, and Yunus's aides on the way out.